Okay, so we talked about how to do compounding interest with an n value, where n is annually, quarterly, monthly, daily, etc. But if we keep going down the list, then we eventually get to what if we did it hourly? What if we did it every second? And we would see that this is just an example investing a dollar at 100% for 1 year. If you put these numbers in, you get closer and closer and closer and then hold steady at $2.72. So the A value or the ending value as n increases levels out at $2.72. So then it asks, what is the number E? Now I realize E is a letter, but the number E is kind of like the number pi, right? If you type in pi in your calculator, it gives you 3.14, etc. If you type in E in your calculator, which is right here, it gives you 2.718, etc., which rounds to 2.72. 1828128, etc., which is very close to our 7.2. So that's what you would get if you were compounding interest, which means calculating your interest on your account just like every nanosecond, just continuously happening. So that is the key word here is continuous. When you see continuous, we have a different formula that we use that has the letter E in it. And so it's E, it's principal times E raised to the RT or part. By the way, the R and the T are multiplying here. Okay, so it says, so we're still going to do on the left the A equals P equals R equals T equals. We don't need to do N anymore because we're continuously compounding, so we're going to use E, which is a number, so it's not something I need to write down here. So here my A is what I'm trying to find, so I don't know. My P is $3,000. My R is 7.5%. And my T is 8 years. So using this formula, A equals P times E to the RT, my P is 3,000, and then times E raised to the 0.075 times 8. So to put that in my calculator, I'm going to say 3,000 times, and then I had an E over here, but over here above the ln, I have an E that's already raised to something, and then you can put in parentheses, especially if you're using a scientific calculator, make sure you're using parentheses. And also for Desmos calculator, you'll need those parentheses. 0.075 times 8. So that tells me that my A value is going to be $5,466, and then I will round this to 36 cents, which is choice B. Okay, I think example 2 is on the next page. All right, so for example 2, this one's a little confusing because it gives you everything. So it says, will 12,000 invested today at this percent compounded continuously be worth enough to pay for the first year of college if tuition is 14,500? So although it gives you the A and the P, we're going to say what is A, and then we'll compare that to the 14,500. So again, since it's compounded continuously, that means we're going to use our PERT formula. And starting with your formula is nice because it tells you what things you want to write down over here. Do I need an N? No, I don't. There's no N in the formula. So A, I don't know. P is what I start with, and that is $12,000. R is my rate, which is 6%, so 0.06. And then T is my time, which is 3 years. So using that formula, A equals PERT, I'm going to say A equals, my principal is 12,000, and then E raised to the R times t. And again, when you're putting that into the calculator, you want to put parentheses around your exponent. Let's see, e to the 0.06 times 3. Parentheses. 0.06 times 3. Just double checking that I put it into the calculator properly. Didn't miss any zeros. And so that tells me that my A value is going to be $14,366.61. Now, if I compare that to the tuition being $14,500, then I'll say, well, it's not enough. Now, example 3 says, well, what if tuition has a 20% increase? So will it be affordable for your brother in 11 years? So let's see, the new tuition is the old tuition times 120%, right? Or 1.20. So let's see, that is 14,500 times 1.2, $17,400. That's the new tuition. And so now I can do what I did before. Same deal, but now my time instead is longer. It's no longer 3 years. Now my time is 11 years. So my rate is still 0.06. My time is 11, and I'll see, is that going to give me the 17,400? So 12,000 times e to the 0.06 times 11. Double check that I typed that in correctly. Yes, I did. So that's going to give me $23,217.51. And that is he will have enough money. My brother will have enough money. Maybe someday college will just be free. Okay. So I believe that is it for the notes. Thanks for watching.